We'll be a country that rises to higher heights, that dreams big.
All right, man, get this crap off our
They go low, we kick them in the face.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Heroes Peak podcast. I'm your host, Chris. We are here to talk about geek entertainment, pop culture, and anything else we feel like. And today, I'm here with my wonderful co-hosts. Right below me, I have Keith. How you doing, Keith?
Hey.
And down at the bottom of the pile, we have Brooks. How you doing, Brooks?
I'm great. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. And over down in the corner here, Mike. How you doing, Mike?
I'm good. Raptors.
Wow. He really got out of his chair for that joke.
Yeah.
And the other foot of our inverted Voltron is James. How you doing, James?
Hey, man, happy 8/24 Kobe Day, and let's go Lakers.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lakers.
Wow.
Wow.
These guys.
Lakers can go home. You're ejected out of the bubble.
How do you feel about that, Brooks?
She can't even.
Any word.
She can't even formulate the word.
I don't have the word. You're just not a real Lakers fan. You're not a Lakers fan. You're not a Lakers fan.
I'm not a Lakers fan.
Just like Charles Barkley. Just like Charles Barkley's been saying today, I guarantee
Terrible.
Lakers will win tonight.
Say that. Please don't say that. When you say that, it means they're not going to win.
Say it again, James. Say it again.
All right,
All
I don't want to upset Brooks.
All right.
So just so everybody knows, our topic of discussions today, we are going to start in the dome. Oh no, we're going to start in the other dome, which is the DNC Zoom.
Okay, if we want to
Democratic National Convention.
We can roll into the NBA first.
We're gonna also talk about the first round of the NBA Finals. I got voted down
All
here,
in order,
but only
Mike.
because I haven't watched. That's and then some DC Fandome reaction, and we're gonna talk about Project Power, the Netflix original movie. It's a pretty good topic list. I like it.
Yeah, it's
Like,
clean. It's nice.
All right.
I feel like I can participate all the way through. Nice.
Yay! We're starting to get somewhat organized. Yay! All right.
Are all these
Gotta hydrate.
Republican women speaking at the RNC supposed to look like Skeletor?
Dear Lord.
Oh
That's
man.
gross.
Come on, Mike.
No, Skeletor's
They all look
supposed to
like
look
they
like them.
They all
right.
look like they're on meth or something.
I thought Kellyanne Conway left.
She's leaving next
Hey.
week.
She went to be with her family, who's falling apart. All right.
Yo, there's
That's
nothing
a
but
bad-
weirdness going on in that family. That family is batshit crazy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
who watched the DNC? I watched a lot of it, actually.
I watched some of it. Yeah.
did.
I missed Monday, but I caught the rest of the week.
I'm gonna let our political reporter, Mike, get us through the DNC.
Mike's not a political reporter.
I guess.
Sure, why not?
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I mean, the DNC was last week where they nominated Biden and Harris. We had a bunch of speakers on. We had all the leftovers from the candidates in the primary.
The leftovers.
I don't know what to call them. What do you call them? The losers? I don't want to call them the losers. I mean,
Yeah, poor Bernie
they
standing
were.
there.
The
Standing
other
behind there.
the other Democratic primary candidates that were not nominated.
yeah, the leftovers, the B squad, the
Beat Squad.
expendables, I guess. I mean, it was fine. It
Forever a
was
bridesmaid, forever a
Potential
bridesmaid,
surrogates.
never a bride.
right. I mean,
But I feel-
the main
Right.
thing about this DNC this year is because of the pandemic, they had to do it basically remote. So it was a lot of Zoom. There's a picture going around the internet of that one guy who had basically had to direct all the screens. And I thought that was pretty awesome. And
Shout out to
Jealous of his setup.
I want to set up like that.
Jealous. I'd hate the stress of having to use it.
Oh yeah, no, gosh.
You see
Yeah.
that? Like you couldn't have told me that it wasn't at least like 10 people working on how smooth those transitions were.
It normally
like
is.
I thought it was a whole tech squad. When I saw that picture of that dude in his bare feet handling that whole thing in like his den, oh, he's a wizard.
He was so
a magician.
happy not have to go in. He was like, yeah, I'll just sit here in my comfy chair and drink
behind this Starship Enterprise
channel
that
like
I have.
Bridge.
Dude, like I have to give it up to that dude. Like he handled that like
oh yeah.
I heard there were some
handle
technical issues only on Monday, which is the day I missed.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything glaring the next couple days.
No, they had everything worked out by then, and it went pretty smoothly. They had some celebrity hosts. I know they had Ava Longoria and Julie Louis-Dreyfus. Yeah, Julie Louis-Dreyfus was hilarious. They had a bunch of performers. Who was it? John Legend who was he with? I forgot. You remember? Remember, I texted you. I said, "Oh, such and such is performing with John Legend."
It was memorable.
It was dope. But to me, like those aren't the important parts. Like it's like those weren't the parts that were super memorable to me. In fact, I really look at those as the more kind of like could have been left out.
Pomp and circumstance, which is what they would have done normally during the regular convention. They would have all that stuff.
It was better, but it came off better though. It something about how this was put together, I think, came off better than us sitting in front of our screens watching them do that live.
Well, it's smoother. It's smoother. You don't have people going on and off the stage waiting for applause. You don't have people interrupt, and democratic process and all that. But you don't have people interrupting for chants for Bernie or anything like that.
So the last thing I'm going to say about this is that I thought Biden hit it out of the park with his speech. I don't necessarily agree with all his policy decisions or what he might plan to do, but I thought his speech was very comforting. It was nice to hear somebody speak in logical, coherent sentences that may be president soon. It's a good takeaway. It felt nice. It's like a nice hug to say, let's get America back to
a nice hug from behind while he sniffs your hair.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll take it. It's fine because it was kind of reassuring. You know what I mean?
At least he cares.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's the point.
Look,
I didn't hear a lot of policy coming out of his speech, right?
It wasn't.
But I heard a lot of, I'm gonna get you back to, kind of a normal here if you put me in office. So.
Well, it did sound like he was trying to go a little bit more further reaching than that, though. He like the talk sounded more of not. I believe in that whole building back better thing, and I think that is a good. If you're gonna if something's gonna be political and you're gonna make some political slogan that doesn't mean anything, I feel like that's a good doesn't mean anything political slogan because it still puts you in the direction that it should put you in.
Well, honestly, I think the slogan is terrible, but I understand the message. Yeah,
I understand the message of the quote, and whether you deliver on that on policy or not, like that's where we are. Like everybody wants to. We don't want the same old thing. Like we want to build back better. Like that's the energy we need. Like, okay, so how do we do that? Then that becomes the question. And I'm perfectly fine with that being the argument on both sides. Like, how do you think we build back better? Then how do you think we build back better? That's let's get it back to those conversations.
I want to say, speaking of, go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just going to say another highlight was all the Republicans that came out to speak for the Democrats.
Oh yeah,
that's what I think was the most important part.
Yeah.
Of these here Democratic elections. I mean, this DNC.
And I know I was texting you guys on Skype, but that goes a long way. A lot of independents, a lot of real conservatives.
If this was anything other than irregular times, would that have happened?
Right. I don't think so.
In those numbers? Are you serious?
The question is, how much can they
that
draw
alone
with them?
Just got a bunch of Republicans just. Even if you're a hardcore Republican, you just might not vote this time around.
Let's see. I honestly did see one person I know voted for Trump posted that one of the speakers he's like, this guy's a really good guy, and he was trying to understand why he was voting for Biden, and I wasn't gonna sit there and try to explain to him anything, but it had got to him, like seeing somebody he trusted or that he respected.
It means something.
It's landing with a few people. This is not going to be
And
like a million
battle.
people. This
is going to be a battle of inches.
The keys
So
to
yeah,
get
we
those
need every
people
little.
in a swing
We need
state.
to get every little bit, and I feel like it really like you were just saying, like it's a message that resonates to at least a few, like who are very staunch about like whatever moral stand. Like, yeah, that's the
key. The key is you got to get that message to the folks who are in the middle, in the swing states, like in Ohio and places, Wisconsin, Michigan, people who typically would vote, Republican because of their conservative values, but are at odds with the current representation of that party, and you got to get them, because there's blue Republicans and there's like Reagan Democrats. Those guys exist, much larger numbers than we think. They don't always vote their political party affiliation. Sometimes, depending on who's the top of the ticket, they may switch.
Yeah,
right.
Another point I wanted to make, and this is purely my opinion, but Biden is way more likable than Hillary was. So
yeah, he's like
I didn't want to touch that one, but yeah.
No, but I think there was something about her. She always seemed standoffish, and I don't know.
We still
I don't know how to describe it, but
we still live in a very sexist paradigm, and I think Hillary suffered from that. Like
I don't think it had anything to do with her gender. From my point of view,
this is what we. This is
no. For me personally, I didn't like her because she always seemed entitled.
Okay, so I think what you're looking at is Hillary. Hillary has been in there. Biden has what, run for president 2 other times and lost. So him coming in this year, to me, would be more entitled than Hillary going in.
But Hillary is more seasoned and more equipped and more skilled than Biden.
She's a better.
I'm not doubting you on that. There was an attitude, I think, that turned people off.
I feel like if she was a man,
there's Republican
none of that
advertising
would have
that
been
turned
an
off
issue.
people.
Exactly.
I don't know.
If she was a man, we would have went ahead with the legacy, and none of that would have been an issue.
Well,
like I feel like we don't.
Right. No, I get that.
Like there's an unconscious bias that we kind of have. Like women really can't take on 100% of the same stance as men can.
Right.
Yeah,
see, I don't get that vibe from Elizabeth Warren. I don't get it.
May I offer something real quick?
Yeah, because she fits into a paradigm. That's what I'm saying. Like I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like Liz fits into like spunky old grandma.
Yeah.
Let me offer this real quick. I
that's-
wanted to talk about this in the DNC. Is something that I saw, and I think Keith, we might have texted about it a little bit offline, was the connection of the video clips that they did for both Harris and Biden.
Yep.
Wednesday and Thursday. You felt connected to those people because of how they was edited and cut, and I don't think, and I'm going to defend Hillary here, that no one ever really created her story where it's likable like that. We know her from her college days. We know that she was a first lady. We know her through Bill Clinton, and then we know a little bit about her during the Obama campaign and how the two of them interacted.
Well, she was a New York senator too, right? I mean,
yeah, but that doesn't get talked. The fact that she was a senator in New York gets barely talked about.
Right.
At one point she was called senator instead of first lady, and now it's just secretary.
Yeah.
But understand the fact that okay. If we stood Biden, Hillary, and Kamala next to each other, and I love Kamala. Put them all you put them all together, like Hillary's actual body of work puts her more at like.
Agreed.
She is a global figure that has done work for this country.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you there.
She was running on her very long line of accomplishments, and that's the whole thing. Like, I'm not softening up for nobody. Like, I'm running on my experience.
Yeah, I think
and she was judged for being a woman about that.
Yeah,
I feel like that was the disrespect. Like she was very well within her rights to run entitled. Like, I'm the most accomplished person on this stage.
I mean, let's remember.
All right, guys, hold on. Go ahead. Brooks, do you want to have a word in here? I know we're all chattering and
dear Lord,
back and forth.
We're just mansplaining it for
I know. As the only woman here, the only woman here. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. But am I correct? Am I off base?
Am I correct?
That's all I want to know.
Am I correct, woman?
No. I want to know if I'm off base.
Validate my thoughts, woman. Validate it.
No, there was a lot of mansplaining going on, but that's fine because that's just the world that we live in at the moment. But I agree. Like, her narrative was created to be this like tough woman, and nobody wants that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. And she's like, that's who I am, so I'm gonna run on that. And like, there were so many times when I was like, I wanted to be like, soften up a little bit, but then I wanted to be like, don't do that because people want you to be like that. Like, don't change yourself. But that's how she could have won. People, like, there are so many, even women that are like, oh, a woman shouldn't be like that, or a woman can't do that, and certainly a ton of men that think that like, yeah, I mean, 100%, I think it was her narrative. It was like, she was hands down the most qualified person, and not necessarily like, I mean, she's not a super progressive person, so it's not like she's like a Bernie Sanders, but in a female version. Like, she is a toe-the-line Democrat that has some Republican, attributes to her. Like, she should have won that, and I really think it was because she was not just a woman, but a tough woman, but also because she's a woman, because it's like, oh, Elizabeth Warren, she's a grandma, but great, no one wants a grandma.
You remember when she cried during the Obama presidential campaign? That was the one moment where she overleaped Obama.
And got on her back for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got on her back for it, but she's too hard. But she I feel like man. Some people, it's just a setup. Like,
there was a lot of reasons that campaign, that whole 2016 went bad. I mean, I remember she won the popular vote, but she didn't win where it counted.
All right.
So I'm not even a Hillary fan. Like, and I see the unfairness of it. Like, she was running on her experience.
Yeah.
She didn't want to smile and be nice and bake cookies. That's not what she did. You know why? Because she was out making global policy. That's what she was doing.
All right. So we'll get away from 2016 a little bit, and we'll get back to
wanted the lady to be
well, my point was to bring it around to Biden now and how he's,
Biden, in one word, is empathy.
Right.
Biden is an empathy candidate. He can walk up to an individual, feel what they feel. That whole video about him and that kid who stutters.
Yeah.
Right. He is an empathy candidate. He is the opposite of Trump in that way.
Yeah.
Whereas my last word on Hillary was, she's a big, tough, don't fuck with us candidate, which in a man, people would have flocked to. The military would have flocked.
Yes.
Right now, Biden is a good empathy. I feel you on Corona. I feel you on your lost job. I feel you on your lack of health care, even though I won't give you any. Like, he is a good candidate to brush your feelings off onto. And whereas Trump right now is this trying to be tough, but just more of a jerk way. So I think Biden, though they're both just white dudes, I think that vision of what Biden is, that base one-word answer, is a complete opposite to what Trump is. Narcissist versus empathy candidate.
I like that.
I think
Trump created the need for this.
Go ahead. What'd you say, Brooks?
I said that's also the narrative they're creating.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, it's all a lot of it's theater, but with him it's easy. It's the way he speaks too, so it's not completely made up.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't trust him. I just think he's like an old white dude that he's gonna do shit as all the other white dudes.
I trust the fact that, you know what I trust with Biden? I trust that policy ain't coming out his head. That's what I trust. I trust that it's going to be a bunch of people behind him. That's what I trust, and I trust that more. I trust that way more than I distrust him saying him as a person.
Well,
I agree
and
with
what
that.
they've said is Biden has always been almost the dead center of his party when he was in
Yeah.
the Senate. So the more the party moves left, the center is moving left for him, so that Biden will move left. If
He's
the
gonna
party
roll
was
with the
all on the
tide.
other side, he would move right in a minute. But
Yeah.
right now, with him bringing in Kamala Harris and talking to Warren, Kamala.
You
I'm
guys.
sorry. I apologize.
Let's
I
put
have
some
it right.
respect on her
Carlson.
name.
I'm not
Kamala.
Tucker. I'm not Tucker. I'm going to apologize. It's Kamala. Kamala Harris, and Warren and Bernie and all of those people
Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
HU up in here.
pushing him to the left, which, as the guy he is, he'll just go with them. He's not going to go all the way, but we are going to get better policy, number one, than what's there now, but also better than Obama's policies, too.
Mhm.
So
Well,
it's
that's
not
what we
like
need. Yep, that's
Yeah,
exactly right.
it's going to be movement forward, which is what we would like. It's some move forward.
Yeah.
All right. Any last word on the DNC convention as a whole?
I think it was one of the better ones that they've done.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
enjoyed it.
I like the roll call. I thought the roll call was cool.
I missed that one, but I heard it was
I
fun.
didn't see that.
It's
What
just
was it?
Way better.
everybody from their own people from their own state in a really nice looking background, saying why they're voting for Biden. And it was just kind of this cool. They had a lot of native people, a lot of indigenous people, a lot of territories of the U.S. Unfortunately, that should be states. But like someone showed a picture today where it compared the RNC's version of that, and it was all white dudes like in Hawaii with a lei, some white guys saying, "Yeah, Hawaii for Trump."
That RNC roll call this morning is so cringy.
Right, as compared to the DNC, which was native people on their land,
Right.
all over the U.S. Lots of representation in there, showing the diversity of the party.
When you said roll call, I automatically thought of the movie Get on the Bus. Have you seen that when they do roll call?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
It's
Put that
about the
on
Million Man March way back.
Homework.
Must be a Hulu original or something.
It's not actually a Hulu original.
Oh, okay.
Way before Hulu. It was filmed around the Million Man March. Anyway,
Oh, yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's watching real stuff, not the geek crap we're talking about.
Right.
All right. We're gonna go now deep into the bubble in Florida to talk about the NBA playoffs.
Bubble in Florida.
So who is our sports broadcaster here
not
to
James.
take over?
Not me. Not me.
So
Keith,
where
honestly.
we going? Where we going with this basketball? This here
I'm gonna start.
Here we go.
round ball. This round ball that's going on. Yeah. I don't know who you guys' teams are, if any of them are in the bubble.
I don't know who my team is. Really?
I mean, I hear there's a couple Lakers fans.
A couple? No. I've been a fan of the Lakers since the 70s. Unlike the
70s?
one
Wait,
sitting to
It's
the
the
left of me.
70s. Damn.
70s. Aren't you like 25 or 30?
Mhm.
I
Something
look
like
25, right?
Were you born like in Magic Johnson's hospital or something?
Oh, I was
I
gonna
was
say.
like, where's
I
this
was-
I
going?
was like, where's he going with this?
I know,
Because
right?
Magic got enough problems.
So, look at fire.
I'm just trying to figure out how
Or
your
sued. Look at
70s.
libel.
Trump
I was alive in the 70s in LA. Yeah.
be alive in LA.
That's right.
We got a Raptors fan too.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Oh, actually, the Raptors,
Mhm.
much like Canada, is just so underratedly good. Like it's kind of like
Shout out to Canada.
shout out to Canada, like because Toronto definitely, actually, on the low, is one of the best cities in this hemisphere. But like, it's not even like they don't have like mega stars on the team.
Yeah, someone left, and that didn't work out well for him.
What didn't work out well for
Well, it's
him?
working out pretty well for him. He's in the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like
The last picture I saw of him, he was on the ground after
Luka Doncic shot the.
Whew.
shot the
I
final shot.
mean, See, on those kind of things, though, I got to give credit to the shooter. I can't, like that was a miracle shot. There is nothing Kawhi or anyone else could have done in face of a miracle. So in that particular instance, you don't really down the defender. You big that was fuck Kawhi being on the ground. Like there is nothing anyone could have done to stop that shot. Like that was crazy. And he's not a very high 3-point shooter though. Like his 3-point percentage is not that high. Yeah. For his nuts to be that big with seconds left on the clock.
Now, how do you pronounce that dude's name?
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic.
Luka, put some respect on my name, Doncic. I'm here. The NBA is mine.
Dude's 21, man.
That's my favorite player. He really is my favorite player.
I will say, when Keith started talking about him at the beginning of the season, Keith drafted him in fantasy football, in fantasy basketball.
Fantasy football, wow.
He's like, that's why
he's that good. He's that good.
He's that good.
He's that good. He's going Bo Jackson on us.
Yeah.
Getting yards.
Who is this person? Like, we were all like, that's the dumbest thing. Like, I was like, Keith is so dumb. And then the only reason I really followed him, because I was like, why does he keep winning every week? And it was literally because of Luka Doncic that he was winning.
And Giannis. But yeah.
And Giannis.
He helped.
Still, I've never
who did help? Russell Westbrook, who was hurt during the season, and I had him, and is hurt today. Right now, he's still hurt.
Why?
I've been watching Luka Doncic. I've been watching Luka Doncic since the Euro basket before he got drafted. Because this little white kid was out there sunning our new star draft pick.
Yeah.
Sunning KP. Like, who is this little cat? And then I'm watching him just mash out. How old is this dude? He's 17.
Yeah.
Mashing out like he's Kobe in Euro Kobe. It's crazy.
He's the Euro white Kobe.
Yep.
Yo, speaking of that, what are your thoughts on
this is about to be his league.
Montrezl Harrell comment with Luka when he called him quote unquote bitch ass white boy, and then he apologized yesterday before the game.
I understand why he had to apologize, but sorry, not sorry, I don't care.
Luka said he didn't take any disrespect towards it.
Yeah, because he knows what it means.
And then dropped 42-17 in the game winner.
That's it.
He goes, white boy this.
That's it. But it's not even, to me, I get it. I dig it because of the climate and really it's got to be heightened. But this ass white boy, I'm sorry.
He's probably heard that on the court more than.
You know what I'm saying? You play with black dudes. You play in a black sport. I'm sorry. It just isn't. You're the bitch ass white boy. Until you drop 42. You come back and drop 42. I got to swallow my shit. That's what you do. That's it.
Do you know who he should have called that to?
Who?
Porzingis.
Wow. Why do you guys say Porzingis?
Yo, I'm a Knicks fan though. I'm gonna say that. I'm very salty though. I mean, he is a bitch ass, but every time I see him do some unicorn shit, man, I just want to punch Mills right in the throat, yo.
Would they get back for trading him? Oh. Yeah.
DS motherfucking J and some fucking cap space.
Cap space.
I love it in every sport where you hear trading for cap space. You're like,
why are you creating max cap space for free agents that don't want to come? Oh, we got space for 2 max slots. No max players want to come. Why are you creating space by moving your own potential max player? What's wrong with you? Stupid.
I don't know. This guy got Toronto Raptors logo in the back. Yes, we got it. They won. Yes. Kyle Lowry's also hurt though.
Kyle Lowry's hurt? It's a wrap. They need everybody, but really you got to see how they play. If you analyze how they play.
They play they remind me modern day Spurs. Modern day without a superstar.
Yes. They're a playoff team that 90% of them been playing together for the last 3-4 seasons.
Yeah.
They play so well together. It's great.
Remember, they were winning even before Kawhi got there.
Yes.
They just couldn't get over the hump.
See, again, I blame that all on LeBron because he had such a power over them. Like, cats didn't really see that they were a good team fundamentally. They were so scared of him.
Gotta form super teams.
That's what you have to do to win these
Chris,
days.
what's your team?
Or you could have,
Chris?
or you could be a really good basketball team, like the Pistons in 2004. There wasn't no stars.
Yeah, I was
That was just a good ass basketball squad put together of like random pieces.
Billups, Wallace, both
Billups,
Ray,
Billups wasn't even that kind of star in no other team. He was good, but like they put Ben Wallace backing down Shaq.
Dude, who's that shooting guard?
Ben Wallace
from
was
UConn?
crazy that
Ray something?
season.
He had the face mask from UConn. He played at UConn College. And then he broke
the
his
skinny
face
cat.
once.
The
Ray
skinny
something,
cat.
and then he always wore the face mask for the rest of his career.
Skinny cat with the dead eye.
Yes.
I
can't forget his name.
But like to me, like those are all the Lou Williams types. Damn it.
Yeah, like these dudes are probably not going to be in the Hall of Fame, but they've got 2 chips.
They've got definitely.
And they won them against some powerhouse teams. They beat Miami.
Dude, they mashed through the league. Like Cats was. I actually think that half of those wins had to be off of sheer surprise. Like Ben Wallace was the best center in the league. He was undersized. Like he was the first. Like this dude was half Shaq size. Like holding Shaq back. I couldn't understand. And Shaq's a big dude. He's a huge cat, yo. You see
Shaq is a big motherfucker.
You ever see Shaq in real life?
I have actually.
I've seen Patrick Ewing in real life.
Patrick Ewing is huge too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's a freaking monster.
Patrick Ewing is huge. He looks like a door.
Stay strong.
Like a big door.
No, when
like a bank vault.
Double-sided.
I was a Jordan Bulls kid, and then
what does that even mean?
It just means I like the marketing.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate the truth of that.
I love playing basketball. I used to play basketball, but I was a really small kid, so I couldn't get on teams. And then I would kind of
white, so.
Wow.
Hey, I could probably.
But
I was better than half the people. I was better than people, but I was really fucking short, so it didn't really matter. Doesn't matter how good you were.
I wasn't
like
this Al Bundy level. Story.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like I scored 4.
4 touchdowns. No, and then I was like, I kind of was rooting for like the Robinson era of the Spurs and shit.
Fuck the Spurs.
That's about it.
Wow.
And it's Richard Hamilton, by the way. That's what I was looking up.
Richard Hamilton, yes.
Oh, right.
But mostly just against the Lakers. That's really mostly it.
That team was like the Bad News Bears, yo. Like they were just like haphazard. Well, it obviously wasn't haphazard, but like that team was just spare parts of other teams that nobody thought would go anywhere, and they mashed their way to a chip.
What I loved was when Rasheed Wallace started wearing that WWF Championship belt after they won that first chip to every playoff game. Like, that's dope.
Yo.
Were you a fan of the Pistons then, James?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I figured.
Of course he was.
Of course he was.
They were winning.
Right.
Well,
obviously.
What team is winning, that's how it
Right.
goes.
Oh, don't maybe put the hat back on.
Don't put that
Wow.
Mike.
All right.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
But this way, if we could
good luck to the Raptors too. I'm gonna give me a Raptors
playoff season though.
What's the breakdown? What's left? Who's?
The Lakers are playing tonight.
Yeah, and Melo looked like he definitely trying to have a night tonight. So I predict some pain. Tonight. There's gonna be
Chuck, we don't want to hear your
so the Raptors actually were the Raptors and Celtics were the first team in the second round right now. They both played Thursday. So I'm gonna guarantee.
Wait, did they both sweep?
Celtics win game 1.
Did they both sweep their So Philly got swept?
Yeah, they got swept.
Philly got swept and Brooklyn got swept?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hate calling them Brooklyn. The Nets got swept.
The Nets got swept.
Yeah.
So I'm guaranteeing Boston wins game 1. Lock of the week. James's lock of the week.
Anybody who's actually listening, bet on the Raptors because anybody that James gets
DraftKings and FanDuel,
100%.
please sponsor us.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm guaranteeing.
So who's in the
huge anti-fan bet that you could make against James?
All right, you guys are gonna tell me who's gonna be in the finals. What's the finals look like?
Lakers.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be. Well, she's gonna say Lakers. I think it's up in the air.
Lakers and Raptors. There we go.
If the Mavs beat
Clippers.
the Clippers, it's gonna be the Mavs. I think.
Interesting. Who do you think on the East though?
I can't even front. I kind of like the Raptors.
I don't know,
The
man.
Bucks if the Bucks was my choice all year, actually they were my choice to take it. But they've been looking like they've been unraveling. Like
They're not doing
the
good in
bubble's
bubble.
not treating them well.
Yeah.
They're playing.
yeah,
different
like
in
they
the bubble.
got bubble guts. I don't understand it. Like
What the
like-
fuck?
I don't know what the bubble doing to them, but it's not good and it's obvious on the court. If they get it together, my money will still be on them. But like,
Thinking Boston.
right
comes out
now, I feel like the battle is between Boston and the Raptors.
Yeah, if
Damn that kid Tatum, man.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what, if the Raptors beat
Fuck that.
Boston, they're going all the way to the finals.
And
That's
Raptors
I
at
mean,
least
yeah,
are more powerful.
Because nobody cares
team.
about who comes out of the other brackets
Yeah.
with Indiana and Heat and
Yo, if the Raptors were to pull out a back-to-back though, without Kawhi,
Yeah.
woo,
There's no way.
Canada's
talk
going
about
crazy.
coming into next season with big nuts. Big nuts.
I'll tell you, if that happens, we're going to be invading the U.S.
You don't want to invade the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
Canada
Everywhere.
definitely
Stay there.
invading the U.S. next if that happens.
We might wait a year. Yeah.
A little bit.
Good to take the
They're
time.
about to press the button. Oh, we want another one? All right, we'll let them live.
Wait till after.
We'll let them live.
Yeah.
What I
Let
will
them
say is, I did not think basketball. I mean, I was desperate for basketball in general. I didn't think it would be this exciting in the bubble.
Yeah.
It is great. I mean,
This is
I almost
good
like the game's
basketball.
better. Yeah, it is great basketball.
This
like,
is great. The
it is-
angles, they have some
Yeah.
different camera
new
angles
camera
that I
technology.
really
It's better.
enjoy.
yeah,
It's all better to me.
Yeah, Chris, if you can, trying to catch the Lakers Trailblazers game in the next half hour.
And see, this is what I was
Where
talking
can I
about.
get those live sports?
This
I don't
this
have.
is what I was talking
Who
about.
has live sports?
This whole setup becomes comfortable. It
Right.
becomes comfortable to people, and
Yeah,
it's not going to stop anytime soon.
You know, I'm
It's
going to have to
just
start
interesting.
banning this free Hulu ad.
No, Mike, you need a button that just plays a Hulu ad,
Yeah,
and then we
or-
can just kind of force them into.
They do have time delay live sports.
Just don't play the one with Joel Embiid, please, because he's
Okay.
I hate that commercial. Joel
I know.
Embiid. Especially now after he just got swept.
Why do people like him?
I don't know.
He's not a winning player.
He's not a winning player. He doesn't have a winning attitude.
Dude,
He almost has like that gentle giant vibe about him, but he's,
he's a second or third option being treated like a first option. He's not.
he's not.
Yeah.
Like, get over it. Like, y'all don't have your superstar yet.
I agree.
All right.
All right, what we
So-
got, Chris?
Out of one bubble and into the other, and at this point, Mike's going to insert the Superman music as we fly over to the
Copyright.
Fandome. Do.
This is where I go on
Wait.
mute.
That's the wrong.
No, don't leave us. Wait,
Me
hold on.
too.
No,
That's
Hey.
all right.
Brooks, you didn't see the Wonder Woman?
Yeah,
No,
I
no one did.
we should get your reaction to a couple of these, but there's
You
only one.
didn't see any? You didn't even see our own reaction, did you?
No.
Heroes Peak
Yeah,
reaction.
there was a
Why?
quick. So guys, go ahead, take
Why
a
am I going to see a reaction of something I'm not even intending to see?
You
YouTube.
didn't see Black Adam or Wonder Woman? I thought you were a huge fan
That's
of that franchise.
I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer.
The new one that just came out?
Yeah, that was definitely very tits. I mean, not to be sexist. Sorry. Tits isn't great.
So appropriate.
All right. So
Okay,
yeah,
great.
Mike and James did do a couple of quick peeks for the Fandome. They were watching the Black Adam and the Batman reveal.
Yeah.
I like Rock for Black Adam.
Yeah,
So-
I don't want to burn too much of our time on this, Chris.
No. I just a couple of things. Number one, the Snyder cut. We got a trailer of basically a bunch of CGI.
Now with more slow-mo.
Yeah, alternate shots for things that were already in the movie and a bunch of slow-mo action. I don't have anything to say. I think it wasn't anything.
What was that football player? Because they are who we thought they are. The coach.
Yeah. It was the coach it was after the Bears-Cardinals game.
Yes,
After the
that's
Bears
exactly what I thought after I saw that.
3 touchdowns.
And all the hype. People were saying, "Oh, this is gonna be better than Josh Whedon's. This is gonna be the one that we really should have gotten." And I looked at that trash. I was like, "This is exactly what we thought it was gonna be."
That's right. It's the same stuff with more Zack Snyder-ish.
God, you guys are so cynical. Ugh.
We
Look at through stuff like little kids.
All right. So
no,
positive.
this is for adults.
So Wonder Woman was definitely positive. I love the Wonder Woman.
Hold on.
Trailer.
Even Snyder tweeted. What was he tweeting at that guy about? You watch cartoons. This is
he was beefing down. He was beefing down to some random troll in a troll cave. This looks bad.
No,
and then he goes, was it a troll?
He's very emotional. He's an artist. He's an artist, and he's emotional about his stuff.
Okay, my bad. He's a critic.
Yeah.
Who's maybe 2 steps above us compared to Zack Snyder. You know, here was Peak Plus.
Right.
And this dude was beefing down to him, talking about, you watch cartoons, this is for adults.
Right, yeah. It didn't look good, and there was nothing interesting. I don't care about Darkseid being
You're a live-action cartoon, idiot.
It's a live-action cartoon.
That's right.
But let's talk positive, man. Wonder Woman. I enjoyed that trailer.
Yeah. All right, we'll go to the Wonder Woman trailer.
Really enjoyed
Sorry,
that
Chris. Did we cut you off? Did you have some comments?
No.
No.
I was just going to go in order of importance, and Wonder Woman is probably the most important thing they got coming out.
Wait, are we done with Snyder?
Yeah.
Yes, we're done with Snyder.
Everyone's done with Snyder.
They dropped $20 million for that guy, and so
they paid him extra so he can do this trash and then air it on HBO Max next year.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, of course, but
that's what they know. See, and that's all it comes down to, right there. Yeah. That's it. That's They don't care about this conversation. They care about that right there.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
So
they know you're gonna watch.
the savior of the DC universe, Patty Jenkins, released Wonder Woman 84 trailer. It looks exactly like I want it to look. It looks bold. It looks colorful. It looks just like.
That's something you should play. That would be dope.
Yeah, we can play that. Mike, do you have that?
We don't have to, but I mean, like, that's definitely worthy.
Well, okay, so I'll tell you, I took all of these the Snyder Cut, the Suicide Squad thing, and Wonder Woman, Black Adam. I showed them to my family, and I've got various levels of geeks in my household. My wife doesn't give a crap, right? But my daughter's that age. She's 14. She doesn't read comics, but she's interested in superhero TV and that kind of stuff. So she's like that next generation. And the thing she reacted to most was Wonder Woman riding the lightning. Like that was
dope. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
What?
So
was the dopest thing.
Yeah,
that is the dopest thing.
She loved it. So it looks great. I like the aesthetic. Turn it down a little bit.
Probably think it has.
So the aesthetic is good.
I
think we'll see at the end. Cheetah here. I think the CGI was decent. It was dark, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think they're still working on that. You know how sometimes they still go back and they
it. Definitely.
Yeah, I don't think that's the final version of her.
I was glad to see full-on Catwoman, right?
Welcome to the future.
Gal Gadot kicking ass.
She just steals the scene, even as Diana Prince. Not even Wonder Woman.
But can I say, I really like Kristen Wiig. She's so, she's underrated.
Yeah, I've loved her since SNL.
Yeah.
And her movies,
Think about
I like the mystery of figuring out what's going on. We still don't know how Steve
Time Stone.
How Steve is back.
Time Stone.
I Unless the main bad guy is actually Hades, God of the Dead.
Well,
Is it?
maybe that's a good, interesting.
I'm guessing.
Mike, can
Okay.
you turn it down just a little bit more?
Yeah. It's weird. I barely have the volume up on it.
Oh, it's loud.
Yeah, it's loud on our tele.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not the trailer they released though. This is the previous trailer.
Yeah, this is the original one. This is not the one that
That's
came.
the
this
original one.
It's weird. It said the date was 8/14.
Oh, it's all over the place. It's hard
Yeah,
to
that's
find
10
the
days ago, dude. The new trailer came out Saturday. It should be
Yeah.
8/20.
It's
Official trailer 2, right?
Yeah, official trailer 2.
Look at where we've gotten. Like, cats have to make like 2 and 3 official trailers. Come on.
Mhm. And teasers for
serious?
those trailers.
Final trailer.
Now that I think about it, like now I feel like you're selling too much.
I don't think they've added too many different shots here. I think we've
What's
got
the
a little.
need? What's the need?
I think it's
Like,
just
why do you
hype
need to
right
sell
now.
it so much?
Now,
Hasn't been.
you got to remember, this was supposed to be out at this summer.
We'll never.
So
Yeah,
right
come
now,
on.
I dig it, but 3 different trailers, like. See, the trailer is like really to hype you up about the movie, like, and you create a storyline. You create even a little mini storyline with the trailer. Like, why do I need 3 separate products?
Yeah,
Or
this is it.
put,
This
like,
is a new one.
This is a new one.
I love this. I love how bright it is. I'm glad it's not like green screen.
I love kids being trained to be hard.
Be different.
There she is, riding the lightning.
Dead.
So
Do
hard. That was the toughest. That's the
Tough.
toughest thing ever, yo. Like,
That's right. This is gods being gods. This is what I want from DC.
that is definitely God stuff right there.
That's not Zack Snyder shit.
Leave him alone. Like, why does he have to even come up?
It's so funny. One of the comments was, so you know, Patty, she had her Amazonians dressed a little more modestly, and then Snyder, when he brought them over to Justice,
Try to slut her up. Yeah.
Yeah, they were barely like, it was like a halter top and the shortest shorts you could ever find, you know. But it's nice that you know, they go back to.
You've always had everything.
I trust Patty Jenkins. Even the musical score.
Oh damn! I didn't notice that
Now
before.
it's my turn.
Oh yeah.
You didn't know.
So on the actual panel, they had Linda Carter from the '70s Wonder Woman talk to, which I thought was great.
I love this shot right here.
Yeah, it's like from the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been one for rules. The answer is always more.
Yo, this dude, whoever his Hollywood agent is winning. The Mandalorian,
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal, yeah.
Narcos, freaking this.
I forgot to tell
He's
you.
winning.
Chris Pine is so good at his comedy, timing.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Chris Pine.
But neither am
Really?
I. No.
No.
I love it. Right here it is. I think it looks good for what it is.
Yeah. Oh, here's the gold armor.
Yeah, this is gonna be
This-
the money shot coming up.
Money shot.
She's like, enough of this.
Busy.
So this is the savior of the DC universe.
Yeah, man.
You look so thin here.
Better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah.
Those aren't parachute pants, number one.
No.
So, yeah, that was my highlight for the DCU. A couple other things. Black Adam. We actually got
That was
some
probably
info.
the second best. Yeah, Black Adam I thought was the second best panel because The Rock is a showman. He's a showman dude. You could tell that he, like, I was joking on the quick peek that we did that this felt like in the NBC Titan games because he had like you could hear the music, the hammer in the back, and then the big stones, and then The Rock and his extra medium Banana Republic top talking about you know the balance of power in DC will change after this, and I'm like, yeah, I feel him. Like this dude, he emotes himself to the point where you know it's gonna.
That's what they need. That's what DC needs.
Yeah.
DC needs somebody who, like The Rock, who'll be willing to carry the character into like his real life.
Yeah.
And The Rock is, you forget how well he is actually acting, in some subtle ways. His switch between nice jovial dude, big dude, teddy bear guy, to scary, like intimidating, he can do that. So.
Did you just say The Rock is a good actor?
Action.
Action actor.
That's what I thought
drama.
he said. I tuned him out after that.
He's
not drama.
He's not like, Chris Hemsworth level.
Oh.
Callback.
Keanu Reeves.
Callback.
He's a little better than Vin Diesel.
That's right.
Oh
gosh.
Yeah, I prefer him to Vin Diesel.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think Rock is always just personable. Like whenever he's in a role, I believe The Rock can do that role. Whether or not I believe he's a separate character or not doesn't matter, because I can believe The Rock will grab a helicopter and swing off of it. Sure, why not?
Right. Like he might actually do that.
He might actually do that.
Mana.
Right.
Yeah.
All about the mana.
He might receive, the power of the gods and, become a villain. For all I know, he could do it. What the hell?
Yeah, I thought that also the Shazam 2 panel was pretty good. So
I did not see the
I did not watch that one.
panel.
That was good. Zach Levi. Sinbad, I guess, is going to be in the new one.
I skipped that on purpose.
Yeah.
You want to play the quick Black Adam joint?
Well,
I don't think that's really that interesting. It's just a cinematic.
Yeah.
It's about the history of Black Adam, so I don't think it's all that interesting. I think more interesting to me was the Suicide Squad panel. I liked the Suicide Squad video.
It was alright.
Is Black Adam black?
No, he's Egyptian.
Egyptian, so yeah.
Yeah.
Played by a black
He's African,
Samoan
put it that
actor.
way.
Played by a black Samoan actor.
Right.
Okay.
So, not in the comic books, no, everybody was white.
Yeah, he was drawn white in the comics.
Yeah, just like everybody else.
Yeah, like the Ten Commandments are all white.
Yeah.
White Jesus.
Even though there was no white people in the Middle East.
Well, think of Rami Malek is Egyptian, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
But actually, the Egyptians that you see now
are the Egyptians 5,000 years ago.
Those are the post invaded by Alexander the Great Egyptians.
Do you know that there's a Hulu original called Rami?
A what?
A Hulu original called Rami.
She's not even slick anymore.
But that's a comedy, right?
It is.
It's nominated. Yeah, we were talking about that during the Emmy nominations.
That's
all right. Anyway,
Chris said it. That's why I went there.
Chris, don't give any more softballs.
Thank you.
But yes, so I thought that Black Adam was all right. I like the Suicide Squad panel. I'm actually very interested in the new Suicide Squad movie. They're giving all of the reins over to
James Gunn.
James Gunn. James Gunn from the Guardians of the Galaxy, which again, my daughter was like, "Ooh, I like Guardians of the Galaxy." So I think he has a name now that can draw some people, and he looks like he's going to make it fun.
He looks like he took some of the Guardians. He took his younger brother, who was one of the
Weasel. He's going to be the
Ravages,
Weasel.
and then he also took our boy Merle from Walking Dead, who's also Yondu in Guardians.
Yeah. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, he's in it too.
And of
Idris
course,
Elba.
Yeah. And,
I mean, the cast looks good, but
yeah,
I don't know. I need to see more.
More Harley Quinn, man. More good Harley Quinn content.
Harley's gonna steal the show.
I'm with it.
Dude, the rocket launcher.
So why couldn't they get Will Smith to come back as
Did they want to?
Why would you want to?
I mean, he was one of the most popular actors. Him and Margot Robbie in the first movie. You'd think they'd come back.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
his role.
Did you like his character?
I think his character was better than all the other characters.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know what? I have a softer response to the last Suicide Squad. I don't think it's a good movie by any means, but I thought it was, some of the characters made it watchable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and Harley. Those are the two characters that made it watchable for me, anyway.
Joel Kinnaman was all right.
I can see that, I guess.
I'm soft on Joel Kinnaman.
We have a new Joker now, don't we?
Not another one.
There's always
Do we?
Joker.
No, I'm asking. I thought we did.
No, we don't.
Okay.
No,
All right.
Still, and that universe is still Jared Leto.
So he said, I wonder if he's going to be in this one too, right?
Probably not.
Yeah, I hope not.
No, I don't think you're going to get any hint.
Perfect segue to the last panel.
Yes, the last panel, the Batman. They actually had a whole
my favorite superhero
trailer, mine too, and I'm very meh. I'm not up, I'm not down. The trailer didn't get me psyched.
Wow.
I don't understand why Batman's hanging out so much with the cops.
Because he's a narc.
He was chilling with them like a staff meeting.
Right. They're like investigating. They're like, "What do you think, Bruce?" Oh, I mean, Batman.
Can't use your name. Can't use that.
So, yeah. It looked. It's supposed to be a more investigative, a more detective Batman.
Yeah, world's greatest detective version.
So I'm excited for
year
that
two.
take.
It's like year two.
Yeah. I'm mildly interested in the whole concept, and I think Pattinson could do fine, but there was nothing in it besides him. Him beating the snot out of a random teenager didn't fill me with joy. Like I saw a lot of people filled with joy for it.
Yeah, I didn't feel that, especially after we saw a scene where he's hanging out with the police, and the very next scene he's beating unarmed teenagers. That's just poor timing.
So the memes have been going around comparing emo Batman to Robert from The Cure.
Yeah, he's got the eyeliner on.
He looks like the Winter Soldier too. If you look at the
don't put some respect on
he had the exact same eye makeup, man.
No, it wasn't that heavily colored. What do you think of Colin Farrell as the Penguin?
He doesn't look like Colin Farrell anymore.
Yeah, good makeup job there.
Yeah, good makeup job.
Yeah.
It was like when our homegirl as Catwoman. I keep forgetting her name. Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was her.
It was just a couple of. It was distant
like
shots.
A silhouette, basically.
Like she threw a couple of kicks, which was pretty cool, but she didn't. Like you got no acting out of it. You got no.
Pretty sure you're not gonna get any acting in the actual movie.
And I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna keep saying it. I hate that new Batmobile.
Yeah, I don't like the new Batmobile.
Really
it's like if you take the Supernatural's car
and then you put a rocket engine on the back.
Rocket engine in the back.
I mean, everybody's like, he's year two. You got to give him some chance. He's still a billionaire, man.
They try to go old school with the car.
Almost. It looks like that. The 60s Adam West version, but a Chevrolet or Impala.
It looks like he's doing all the work, like he's doing his own work kind of stuff.
And we didn't get to see Alfred, played by Andy Serkis.
Right.
You heard him, though. Didn't you hear him in voiceover?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to see. I'm interested to see more. I don't think it's drawing audiences right now, except the name Batman. That's the only thing that's drawing audiences right now.
The problem is there's too much conflict with Snyder's universe and this one right now.
Oh, the fact that Affleck's coming back again, I think that's
and Michael Keaton. Don't forget, Michael Keaton's coming back.
I don't know. I'm not excited for that at all. I don't think The Flash sounds interesting to me. I'll probably end up seeing it. What am I going to say? It could be fun, but
this is what they know.
But the difference is not me going to see it. The difference is you going to see it. So if you're like the MCU draws crowds of you guys, whereas the DCU does not. Wonder Woman did. Aquaman did.
And why?
Why? Because it's beautiful, it's big, it's bright, it's fun, it's interesting, it has some emotion.
People generally go to flock to good movies.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an interesting concept.
I just go for the crap. It doesn't matter.
That's an
no, Twilight made billions of dollars too, and that movie is crap.
Transformers made billions of dollars.
Fast and Furious made.
I know. Don't get me started.
Good is relative. Depends on what you're looking for.
See, I guess I don't mind the darker Batman theme if you have bright Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Flash and Shazam and those things. It dark Superman and dark Batman and dark everybody really kind of brings the whole thing down. So I won't mind the Batman as long as it's sandwiched in between all the other fun stuff. All right, well, that's the DC bubble. We could probably talk about it for a couple hours, but we won't.
Nope.
Would you guys go see a movie right now?
I'm going to see.
I'm not going to the theater now.
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
They are.
You see Tenet.
I really want to wait till after school gets going for me. That's really the big thing. I'm already going to have my kid leaving the house, sitting in a room with 20 other people.
If I go to a movie theater, I have to be assured that I'm only in there with like 10 other people.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I don't think it'll be too much longer, but all right.
James?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. But like he said, I got to make sure, the seating arrangement, all the proper HEPA filters and HVAC.
James is going to be on the roof of the theater checking them out.
Probably.
Inspecting.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Actually, it's not a bad thing. The immersed 14 filters, 13 filters.
Oh, man, they've only got the 12s in here. I cannot go in here.
Nope. COVID.
All right. So, to our last rung of the night is we are going to talk about the Netflix original Project Power.
I don't know, sir.
Of course you don't know. You don't know because only I know.
Don't care how I want it now.
And I completely forgot to bring up my IMDb tab for Project Power. So
I got it. This one.
go ahead, Mike. Lay it on us.
So Project Power, starring Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, directed by Henry Joost. I have no idea who that is. And we had Courtney Vance, and I forgot who. Oh, the girl in this movie. Mm-hmm. Dominique Fishback. Yeah. Yep, that's her. And Machine Gun Kelly was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on fire for a little bit.
Yeah.
He exploded.
He did.
Right. So.
All right, so who watched this? Did we all finish watch something? I think it is 100%.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
Hallelujah.
Nice.
Wow, this is the first time.
That might be the first time.
I think so. All right, so let's ask this question. Was this an interesting take on a genre that we have seen a lot of, which is the superhero, superpower genre? What did you guys think of it as a new entry, completely void of any, book or comic book relations or anything like that?
I'll allow it as a new take. I feel like we've seen the medically induced superpowers trope a little bit, even recently. But I like the little spin that they made on it, it's different, and they made it a drug, and it kind of goes along the lines of that. What's the movie about that? The pill that
Limitless.
Limitless.
Yeah,
it's a good movie. I enjoyed that.
Good movie.
I like it.
I enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, I think more so along those lines. I like the idea that that it turned moments of being a superhero into a drug. That's
Mm-hmm.
I could see one getting addicted to that.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's the pill. It's not permanent. The powers have time durations, but also they're random. They're not if I take this pill, this is the power I'm gonna have.
They're random to you though.
To you,
right? Yeah,
they're very specific to you. It's random in general.
Yeah.
Right. That's so interesting to me. That was such an interesting concept. You just don't know what it's gonna be.
I'm just giving you this pill that unlocks it. But I don't know what it actually is.
It reminds me almost like
you might die.
Marvel's Inhumans, where
you might just blow up
when they get the Terrigen, all of a sudden whatever they're meant to be as an Inhuman gets revealed.
One guy becomes a wall.
Very much along that line.
Yeah, and there's some crappy powers out there.
Yeah.
So, Brooks, what did you think?
So I will say I really liked it. There was a couple of scenes at the end that I don't know if I had to be in the movie theater to see it. This felt like a movie theater movie. And so there's just a couple of scenes at the end that didn't, I don't know, kind of tainted the whole movie for me for whatever reason. Some of the fight scenes, I just felt like it went by really quickly, whereas could have kind of focused on it a little bit more, and it would have been really it would have been a lot more interesting. I don't know why that sticks out to me, but it does. I think just because, like I said, I think it would have been better in a movie theater, but I did think the concept was super interesting. That kept me watching the movie. And then the chick, I forget her name. I think she's actually a rapper in real life.
She was good, yeah.
Oh, I looked her up. She's like
which
30
one?
years old, by the way. She's not even
What?
young. Yeah, I looked her up. Yeah.
She looks like she was 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the black girl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dominique Fishback. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked her. I have never seen her in a movie before. I mean, I haven't seen a ton of movies, so if she has been in
She
other
graduated
movies,
from
She's from
Patient.
New York. Yeah, she's 29. I gave her an extra year.
Of course
Wow.
he's from Brooklyn. Of course he's from Brooklyn.
So yeah,
Of course she's in Brooklyn. I just caught that.
she's in a couple of small TV series, The Deuce and Random Act of Flyness. The Hate. She was in The Hate You Give. I recognize that one.
Oh, I saw that. But she was a standout to me. I really liked her. I want to watch more things with
Yeah,
her.
she's got a lot of like off-Broadway credits to her name too, not just movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I like her a lot.
So I would give it like a B.
Interesting.
Already, I haven't graded yet, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a generous grade to me, but okay. Mike.
Yep.
Oh, I guess not. All right. So I guess for my take, I thought the concept was cool, but I thought it almost felt almost I hate to say under-explained, because I don't want like a science lesson, but it really felt like very bad comic science. Like, hey, you take this pill and your DNA and then that thing, and then, okay, so some powers are so easy, like this guy gets really big and strong. Those are easy powers to show off. But this whole like missile shrimp or whatever the hell.
Oh yeah, I had to look that up after the movie was over.
And I'm like, what is he doing? What is he yelling? Is he snapping? Is he clapping? Is he what's happening? And I felt kind of lost in his.
He's throwing hot lava at you.
And his like superpower was just sort of very. It's a cool CGI power that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I couldn't tell. It felt like.
Did you realize that these pills were somehow manufactured through his daughter? Did you pick up on that?
Okay, so the whole storyline, they finally built up there. So you have a generic cop who loves his city. So that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays a generic cop who loves his city. Then you have the woman there who apparently 29-year-old woman playing 14, playing a drug dealer with a heart of gold. And then Jamie Foxx plays a generic ex-military guy whose daughter was stolen. Like, I didn't think the character-wise, like, none of them were drawing me in to them. We'll get to the story in a second. But did you guys think the characters kind of really spoke to you in any way?
I feel like in a lot of movies like that, they don't usually speak to me, so I didn't expect them to.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, we're, as comic book nerds, we have characters that speak to us and actors within roles, characters. And then I think that's what, like, separates, like, the MCU from some of the other ones. I just thought this one, like, I didn't think Jamie Foxx, as a really good actor, just really didn't find a character that I felt like.
I agree with that.
I didn't really connect with his character. Like
if I saw another movie in this, like a part 2, I would not expect any of these characters to be in that too. I wouldn't care as long as there was more in this universe. But
I do like the girl though. Like I can't find, like I do like the girl. I
liked her a lot.
She definitely made me like her character.
So she was the closest one for you guys.
Yeah.
I think I'll take it a step further. I like her chemistry with Joseph Gordon-Levitt throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I felt like it was a bit rushed, but other than that, I like their closeness was a little bit rushed.
Yeah.
Other than that, I did like their chemistry together.
Okay. And then, so story-wise, it is that you find out that, spoiler warning, everybody, that the daughter of our main character. Not, I guess he's not the main character. Is Jamie Foxx the main character?
Yeah,
Good
I would
question.
say he's the main character.
I guess it's kind of a
co-protagonist.
Co-protagonist. So his daughter was taken because he was part of a military experiment where they got powers, and then he had a kid, and so that kid ended up permanently receiving some sort of power, and then they were making the drug by siphoning her bodily fluids, apparently, because she had things in the back of her neck, she had something off the top of her head.
They were taking it from her spinal to spinal.
Or CSF. Yeah.
I wasn't sure just because she had other spots elsewhere, but I figure they were biopsying part of her skin and that, whatever. So anyway, so the whole idea is him trying to find her and save her, but him having a power he doesn't want to use, apparently. Now, what bugged me the most about this is there was no central antagonist, no big bad guy that I felt really kind of built up as a pushing back against this. I thought the drug dealer was going to be that, but then they like wipe him out in 10 seconds in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not he did a whole cool Hulk thing for a minute, and then they blew him. Like, okay, the action section of this.
He was a waste of CGI is what it was.
What did you guys think? Was there a battle, an action scene that you thought was good? I think a lot of them were middling.
Yeah, that was my biggest issue. I wanted more from the action scenes, especially towards the end.
I do want to say I thought the special effects in some parts were good. Like when Joseph Gordon-Levitt gets his bulletproof skin and they show the slow-mo of the gun and the bullet shaying off his face. Then you see his eye for like the next 15 minutes has like he just got knocked out with like the red in the cornea. I thought that effect was done really well.
So did they, because it was in all their marketing.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Really?
Every marketing thing they did was hit
proud of it.
shot.
I missed that.
It was cool though. Yeah, it was absolutely cool. I thought the whole first fight with the Machine Gun Kelly on fire looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked good. I
agree.
But I think a lot of the times the fights were anticlimactic. It was like a big build-up. Somebody got superpowers, and then they were like one shot killed. Or the only real interesting one that went on for a few seconds was the guy who could dislocate his body against Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Forgot that.
Yeah.
I thought that was a real interesting looking fight. It was a small space corridor kind of stuff. I thought that was
nice.
fun.
It was a little creepy, but it was nice.
It was creepy. But like the guy with the bones sticking out,
it was like Abomination.
The big guy who blew up, and then they just blew him up. Like, and then that entire army at the end, he just one-shotted everybody. Like it was just like done. Done. Like the most exciting part was chasing the naked. It was Joseph Gordon-Levitt chasing the naked guy,
the naked invisible dude,
through town. Like that was.
I did like the scene where they had the girl in the chamber and she was turning to ice.
Yeah,
that goes back to special effects.
They were filming.
And that was good though. That was good use of special effects.
No, it wasn't just that. It was they were filming the action scene outside.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes.
So that goes to like a cool body horror version of this movie where they're like, hey, you don't know what you're gonna get, and you don't know if you're gonna be able to even control it. And so that was a cool body horror. Addition to it.
But to Mike's point is, while you're watching what's happening to her inside the silo, there's a whole action sequence from Jamie Foxx happening on the other side of the glass.
I thought that was
cool. Showing you bits and pieces of it, which I thought that was nice.
Through the frost and through and changing angles, like it's her perspective. Now now you're outside watching from their perspective. Now you're watching the action from outside from her perspective again. Yeah.
So, I think we have a lot of hits and misses in this. We have some really good CGI, but and a few good, interesting action scenes, but I think they cut a lot of it short. You know, for me, this felt like very hit and miss. Like I watched the whole thing. I don't think I had a bad time watching it, but it's not driving me to be like, oh, they got to have a part 2 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a C+ movie for me.
Yeah. So, Mike, you didn't get a chance to tell us what your kind of overall thought.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was fine. Jamie Foxx and Gordon-Levitt did a good job, I think, and the girl was great too. So I agree with most of you on the action sequences. It could have been better. Some of the CGI was good. Like I said, the scene that stood out for me was that Ice Girl scene. The shrimp thing at the end was confusing to me.
Yeah.
So.
Pistol shrimp. Pistol.
Yeah. What is it called? Pistol shrimp?
Yeah, I had to look it up on Wikipedia.
But what I don't get is a pistol shrimp. I understand you're exaggerating, but it only shoots straight. It doesn't create this like orb of destruction around itself that I know.
It does though.
It does like a whole like 360 around itself.
Not in so much the way that's been dramatized, but that what you call it creates so much force so quickly. Like it does create like a wave. Like it's not like it shoots a beam. So it shoots this. It's like a concussive blast. So like it definitely like it radiates out. Like it's not like and it's very hot, very forceful. Like it's if a human had that power, like it would be crazy.
Yeah, it's got almost like the Spider-Man having the power of a spider. Not an actual real life tiny spider, but the equivalent of him being human at that size. That's
right. Like Ant-Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing that something that small could generate the amount of power that's in there.
Mm-hmm. Mother Nature, huh?
Yeah.
Within 4 centimeters.
Undefeated.
But yeah. All right. So let's do grades. Let's grade this thing. Brooks, you gave it a B, you said?
I gave it a B.
Okay. Do you want a sequel?
No.
No, it's fine. Just as it is, it's good. It was a fun watch. Yeah. All right. Any last words for it?
I kind of want to know, like, I want your guys' thoughts on if you would take the pill.
Ooh,
that's a good question.
That's a good one. All right, Mike, our resident. All right, I won't say that. Mike, would you take the pill?
More drugs? Yeah, I'm all about the drugs. So bring it.
All right. Also,
I'm definitely taking the pill.
Yeah, definitely taking it. James,
I'd have to be in the right situation. I'd
No.
reserve judgment.
That's not the question, Lane.
I would not take the pill then.
I think the truth.
It depends if I saw that guy blow up. If I saw that guy blow up, I definitely wouldn't take the pill. But I think the whole idea.
I mean, if that's the only guy I saw blow up, though, like, if it was only him and everybody else actually had something cool, like,
I don't know.
It's like that Michael Jordan story. You have a headache, you have 10 pills. One of them will kill you, the other 9 will cure the headache. Would you do it? And I'm like, no, I would not take that pill.
Yeah, I think I feel so weak. No, I don't know if I could take the pill. Like even the Machine Gun Kelly thing, like just being on fire.
He took 4 pills. I'm not taking 4 pills.
But no,
I'm not doing that.
He had this
Never overdose.
His whole facial scars were there before he took any of the pills. So obviously, when he took the first pill, like he was on fire.
He likes being on fire.
He was an addict.
Like that shit's no.
He was an addict, and that's what I got from it. Like it kind of like it made him look like an addict.
Yeah,
is what I thought.
Brooks, would you take the pill?
I think I would.
I'd take it.
Yeah.
Like what is my superpower? I'm going to find out.
Know.
I want to know what my superpower is.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're a pistol shrimp and you blow up your house and you're like, shit.
You roll the dice. I'll try to do it somewhere as safe as possible, but like I'm definitely gonna do it.
All right.
I'm gonna do it with Brooks. We'll do it together.
Do it together.
Let's go.
You turn to frost, you turn to fire, like, oh shit, we didn't think this through, did we? Both dead.
Dope concept. I like it.
All right, Mike, what's your grade?
C+.
C+. Would you watch?
I don't really care about a sequel. Like, this is a good standalone movie for me.
All right. Keith, what's your grade, and would you watch another one? Do you want another one?
I give it a B minus. I look at it as like it was like edgy, family friendly show. Like I feel like those shows normally, yeah, I know I'm going this direction, but like those shows normally like in a white direction and it's white cast and this. I just felt like it was like one of those corny family friendly shows just with a black cast. Like I'd watch a sequel. Why? Because I like superhero stuff and like it'll be good enough to watch. Like I don't want or like crave a sequel, but if there was one on, if they did one, I'd watch it.
All right, good.
I give it a B minus.
All right, James, over to you.
I'd give it a C plus, similar to Mike. But much like Keith, I would still be interested in watching if there was a sequel because I think they set the table with the universe with possibilities of other characters and follow-up stories. It doesn't have to be these particular characters. It could be just Joseph Gordon-Levitt or the girl, or maybe not Jamie Foxx and his daughter because they're the least interesting. But you know, I'm still interested in seeing if there's a sequel. But on this movie alone, I'm gonna have to give it a C plus.
Did we get any news from Netflix on how well this movie did for them?
I haven't seen it.
No, they haven't been.
Yeah, I tried to it before.
They were pretty quiet about it, actually. I think.
Is that usually a good sign or a bad sign?
No, that's usually they'll
Usually
tout.
a bad sign.
That's,
People
they'll
like to
tout
gloat.
if something's big.
Yeah.
Because I know when Extraction came out, yes,
Right.
Extraction.
And then in Old
the
Guard,
very
they were
same
like-
weekend, they were like,
Right,
sequel
and
has been greenlit. This
Old
is
Guard was
better.
all over the news, right?
Yeah, Old Guard.
All right.
I'm not hearing anything about it, but I do know that Jamie Foxx was marketing the hell out of it on social media.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like these are more family friendly. Like those don't get marketed the same way as those action, gory.
Yeah, but if they're hitting
sex
views,
potty
then
stuff.
Netflix should be like saying something about it. I think.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah. So I think I was struggling over the C plus B minus difference. I'm gonna give it a B double minus.
That's
can't make
that's
it great.
just stupid.
B double minus
I
divided
feel
by
like-
Double
two.
minus.
Yeah, thanks, Bryce. So
B three
so
fifths minus.
I think the action, the concept, the CGI, that all was good enough. I think it was kind of needed a little longer in the oven. Like the characters were kind of half baked, very kind of generic.
Point, yeah.
And I think that you lost some of that kind of emotional stakes to what you were watching. You know, the girls. I sell drugs because my grandmother's sick. Like where is more of her? Like make her center.
It's her mom, by the
Her
way.
mom, whatever.
Her mom.
Yeah.
That was an
As
interesting
you can
character.
tell,
But
right?
a little-
Yeah.
The 15 seconds of her we got. I thought that was
At the very end, yeah. So
when Joseph Gordon-Levitt was pretending to be her boyfriend or whatever.
That was
okay,
funny.
that was fun.
That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, they're good actors. That's what got
Yeah.
me. Is like those two are fantastic actors. So I thought like the characters just felt kind of half baked. So I give it, yeah. I would watch another one, but I have no craving. There's so much other stuff better out there that I'm not driving in any direction for it. All right, that's it. That's the.
That's it. That's keeping it.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
We don't
That's
have
it.
do we have a catchphrase? I don't think we have a catchphrase around here. So
Oh, that's not a great one. Come on.
No, tune in next week, guys. We're gonna do our stupid movie of the month, and it's gonna be
Woo! My movie.
And
Velocipaster.
don't forget to catch us on social media for updates. Facebook, Twitter, Insta. Catch our videos on YouTube. Catch the audio on Spotify and iTunes and wherever you get your podcasts.
Soon to be on TikTok and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Velociraptor.
Velocipaster.
I don't got time to watch bad shit.
Dude, just watch it.
Velocipaster.
Watch
Pastor.
it. Pastor.
With a
Not
P.
raptor.
Velapa bastard. I'm not watching trash on purpose.
Dude, just watch it,
Okay.
man.
Just watch it. It's hilarious. You'll
Okay.
like it. Trust me.
Sharknado.
It's better than Sharknado.
Better than Sharknado.
All right. That's
Better than
it.
McDonald's?
That's
All right.
it, guys. You have a good night.
Take
All right.
care, everyone. Night.
Go Lakers.
I love the facial change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm